W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of Masters of the Lost Land by Heriberto Araújo, narrated by Rebecca Mozo.
A note before we begin. For maps, notes, and more, don't forget to download the accompanying enhancement PDF from your audiobook provider, or go directly to www.harpercollins.com/pages/Masters of the Lost Land. To Mrs. Butterfly and Ms. Little Butterfly. Preface. The stories of Untold do Pará had prepared me for a dodgy, crime-ridden place. But when I first visited the little Brazilian town on the eastern edge of the Amazon, it didn't look particularly threatening to me. I'd been brought to Untold do Pará, the seat of a municipality of the same name encompassing some 3,200 square miles in Pará State, by a tip from a researcher who had spent years investigating organized criminality and deforestation. The issue of violence in the region had piqued my investigative interest since 2013, when I'd moved to Brazil from China, my former base as a journalist. The fate of the Amazon regularly captured media attention, often due to the appalling rates of environmental destruction, a story that became even more urgent after President Jair Messias Bolsonaro took office. But rather than the headline-grabbing man versus nature tale, what fascinated me was understanding why and when the jungle had become not only a front line of climate change, but also a place of human contest. Criminality plagues many areas of Brazil, and the state presence remains feeble in the interior of the continent-sized country. But even within this context, which is no grimmer than in other vast resource-rich nations with weak institutions, the pace of homicides in Pará is staggering. In the 21st century, more than 2,000 people have been killed worldwide for defending their lands or the environment, a murder rate on the rise, at least on record. Brazil accounts for about a third of these homicides, with most of them in the Amazon. Pará sits at the top of the list of the most lethal states, and murder is just the most extreme tactic used to silence campaigners. Environmental and...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?